So, following up, following up a story about that South Fulton smoke shop. Apparently, things have changed. This is pretty funny, honestly, man. Apparently, they've made some changes in how they feel about the situation, and I think this is going to be worth looking into and talking about. And I know you're going to want to hear it because God knows we need a little good news with all the BS that we have been hearing. And by the way, I want to thank Chapo for sending me a T-shirt, and it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Not a press on. Nice. Very nice. Anyway, thanks, Matt. Appreciate that, bro. Chapo, love y'all. I'm a big dude, but anyway, here it is. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. And I do love this shirt. I'm not kidding. Really nice. Fits well. Okay. Thanks, Chapo. So, as I was saying, earlier in the week, I had posted something about a South Fulton smoke shop that had been raided. They had stolen, like $14,000. I'm sorry. They took $14,000 from them and a bunch of product. And there was a ton of misunderstanding, apparently. So, because now the judge has allowed the South Fulton smoke shop to reopen following raid. Okay. Pretty interesting. Nice little storefront. I like that. It's got a good look. I love that awning. Looks nice. In Atlanta, because that's where it's at. For the first time in nearly 2 months, a South Fulton smoke shop on Campbelltown Road is back open for business. Again, I'm not going to butcher this man's name. Manages the air freshener Depot 2, which had its license revoked by the city last month. It feels like we're back home. We were closed for 50 days from today, and it was really hard for us to pay the rent, the bills, utilities, accounting fee, huge amount, and we lost a lot of good revenue on it. He said they lost nearly $80,000 in 50 days. Jesus Christ, that's quite a bit of money. In revenue after South Fulton Police Department raided the business in May 1, and charged multiple employees with trafficking in the devil's lettuce. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Google. We were not the manufacturer. We were buying this stuff from a wholesaler who were legally selling in Georgia. Recently, the city of South Fulton had a hearing on the matter to discuss the evidence. City Attorney Vincent Hyman and an undercover police officer claimed that several products being sold at the store tested above the 0.3 legal limit. Said, "We don't want to have a bad impact on anyone. We just want to carry and sell the legal products, whatever it is, and what the legal amount is to sell in Georgia." On Friday, a Fulton County judge held an independent hearing virtually, which means online, and ruled that the business is allowed to temporarily operate until the South Fulton City Council renders a final decision about the license next month. So apparently they pushed this back, and it didn't go the way, they it didn't speed, and it just didn't sit right with this judge, and the judge put them back to work. We are happy to open for business for all the customers, because I know from long-time customers who have been coming to the store, they were walking back because the store was closed for 50 days. And it was not a good impact for the neighborhood. Management told Atlanta News First they ordered all the products from a wholesaler and checked to make sure if they're marked legal before they put them on the shelf. So for right now, they're temporarily back in the game. I think that's good news, boys and girls. It's a slight win. It's really just a reprieve, but that's not the point. Good for these brothers here back to work. Good for the neighborhood who want their Delta product and THCA flower and case law now. But we'll see. We'll see. This is just this is a slight win. It's not a complete win. They're still gonna have to see, how this is gonna go. They don't have their money back. They don't have they haven't been fully reinstated or anything of that nature, but they are back to work. I think that's a win. I don't care who you are. Okay. So check it out. I'll leave a link in it here for you. I just hate reading these things, man. And then, a judge has to step in and put them back to work. Well, it's mainly because they didn't get any due process, man. And we're giving due process here in America. This is weird, man. I mean, come on. We get due process for the law. We get to have some hearings. We get to present their evidence. We get to defend ourselves, and that's the good part about living in America. But apparently, they didn't see it that way. They thought because he was Middle Eastern, they could push him around, and you all know that's the truth. I mean, granted, these are the usual suspects. I understand what you're going to say, and but not everybody's wrong, man. Not one group of people, white, black, green, brown. Not all. Not one group is wrong. There's individuals out there who are acting up, and sometimes the good guys are not the good guys. And that's not going to be very popular amongst some of you. It's going to be very popular amongst a lot of you, though. But I mean, and not every time the boys in blue are wrong. Sometimes people are breaking the law. And if they wasn't, there wouldn't be that many of them. I mean, that's just the way it is. But I mean, in another tangent that I'll rant about, this country was formed by outlaws. We didn't want to pay our taxes. We didn't want to conform to the rules of the monarchy. What you think was going to happen? I mean, you told them they could have this stuff, and now you're trying to move the goalpost. And I mean, did you test the product before you went in? I mean, I don't know. Did you? I mean, it's kind of sounding like no, you didn't. But I mean, just because a detective says that it looks like marijuana, smells like marijuana, it is marijuana. That's not true, bro. That's not true. I'm willing to bet. This kind of gets squashed, and we're keeping this 14,000. You guys go back to work, and nobody gets charged. Want to bet? This guy knows how that goes. And a lot of you watching this knows I'm telling you the truth because it's happened to you. Come on, man. Okay, well, that's what I got. Good news for these brothers for today. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully.